What's up, guys? Welcome back to another replay review. In today's matchup, I'm going to be taking a look at a game I played against what is to date the highest ranked player that I've faced off against, and just so happened to be a mirror matchup. The player is MOBO, playing as the Delhi Sultanate, who was at one point last season a Conq 3. Sits right around 1600 elo. And I've actually seen some of this player's games and some casted games on YouTube. So I was pretty certain going into it that it was going to be a mirror matchup, even though he had his match history closed off. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't record this one live, so I'm going to be going back through the replay, but it was a pretty fun one, so I wanted to go back and just post that for you guys to check out too. Now, kind of interesting here, he's going to go with a barracks opener, which of course I haven't scouted yet. Took kind of a funky scouting path on this. I meant to cut the map in half horizontally, but I just took kind of a strange route. Now, I haven't seen that he opened with the barracks yet. You can see Spearman coming across my way already, which should be fine, right? That's something that the Ottomans will try to do too. Usually I can just pull a scholar and try to fend it off. Something else that I don't quite pick up in game while it's happening is, since he went with the barracks opener, he was not able to drop a mosque yet. So he's not going to have efficient production early on like I will. We'll kind of see how that plays out here too, but I'm just going with my standard opening. We're going to be going for a Dome of the Faith play. Now we've got eyes on his scout, so we know where he's at. So he's heading back to this back corner, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut across the map and just try to scout as much of it as I can. Scout his base, pick up as many sheep as we can get. We do spot the spearman there, so we know that's on the way. Again, a little funky to me. I haven't played a ton of Delhi mirrors, but I've played them, obviously. I've never faced off against a spearman opening. I've never tried it myself, so I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. My first thought when I saw that was, that's good for me, because like I said, I think I can defend that on the gold, and it's going to slow him down, right? But, again, he's been as high as Conq 3, so we're going to see what he's cooking up. Here's where we get eyes on the actual barracks. Gold's out front. Strange pathing from the Ville here. You can see I'm going to pull the scholar. He's got two spearmen. I think it's a little tougher. We're going to pull the injured Villes back to safety and move a couple of full health Villes out. Now we see that there are three spearmen, and that's getting a little out of line. We're not going to be able to defend that, so we're just going to drop them on wood. We have enough to age up, which is fine. And we're going to go with the Dome of the Faith there. So my first thought is just get age 2. I'm actually going to go, I still want to drop a stable first and run Gaz's cross and just try to interrupt anything else that he has going on his side. So again, he's going to be a little bit behind us, but he's going heavy on gold now, so he can try to get the age up. And unfortunately as well, I didn't scout over to the third sacred site just yet. I've got eyes on, got eyes on 2 of them. We're going to let him go ahead and siege down that mining camp. Unfortunately, it's outrange of TC2, even the mining camp itself. Now, he is as well on his gold, but of course we didn't open with the barracks there. So he's aging up Dome of the Faith as well. He's going to throw 5 on it, just try to get there a little quicker. But again, I'm feeling okay with this position, knowing I'm going to be up first. But again, not really realizing that since he went with that barracks, he's not going to have efficient production. He's banking on, with the Dome of the Faith, he's going to have his scholar there that he can start the more scholars, more techs, at least until he can drop another barracks, right? All right, we're also somehow a Ville ahead, so that's good news for us. He might have housed himself. Take a look at our scout. So I'm just going to kind of hover around his base a little more. I want to see, I haven't seen what he's aging up with just yet. So there's the Dome of the Faith. And I also want to keep an eye on what kind of production he's going to go with first. Presume, most likely the Gazis, right? We know these spearmen are still hanging out around here. Again, the spearmen are not super concerned about it. Maybe not as concerned as I should have been. So we got sheep at home. We haven't been back home with our scout yet, but that's okay. Don't have enough gold to queue up any more scholars. I'm going to drop this stable. So we got one. We can kind of switch him around whichever way he needs to go. Now, a little bit of a mistake by him. Losing a spearman and taking some damage there as well. Again, we're still kind of hovering around his base. Want to see what he's got going on now that he's aged up. So he's got enough wood for something. Right, what's he going to go with? No more units. Nothing out of the Dome of the Faith just yet. So he's still microing those around. Now we're going to drop our archer range as well so we can deal with these. We don't know where these are at. These are a little outside of our vision right now. Alright, he's going to go with the stable first. Alright, he's got techs queued up, so no other scholars, no efficient production. And again, that's one thing that... Pretty big lapse on my part as far as game sense, not realizing he doesn't have the mosque down there yet. I just kind of assume that that's typically what daily players are going to have. But we should be able to clear this up and outmass him pretty easily, at least early on, right? We've got our blacksmith coming down as well. So we look at, could have switched this to bills per resource, so my apologies, but got a little wonky here with this getting taken out. So we're going to drop the mine back on the gold. All right, now he's going for his mosque and a blacksmith. Alright, so we move out to his gold, so we're going to knock him off gold. So we've already got the 2 Ghazis. He's just going to have the 1, right? Because he doesn't have efficient production. And we've got a couple archers that have rallied out over to the berries as well. See, I should just turn around and take this. I'm expecting the second one to come right away. But he doesn't have efficient production, so it's going to be delayed getting out. So we're just going to back off. Another mistake here. So we've got the 3 on gold. My archer is down here. I don't have another one queued up just yet. Okay, there's 2 archers. And pretty big mistake here. Those are still there. And we're just going to move back out with the archers. With all 3 of those villas. This one's very low health. Alright, we got 1 Ghazi. Yep. So we have 4 Ghazis right now. I'm going to give up a vill there. That's pretty rough. Not utilizing the blacksmith just yet. And let's see. Got another scholar in queue, but nothing in the archer range, right? So we got 4-2 on the Ghazis. We do take out 1. One thing he's going to try, he's going to bring the scholars with him. So ours are queued up, or garrisoned. The 1 we have so far, I guess. What's he have? He has, yeah, 3-1. So he did a good job of slowing us down on that gold, and that vill pick was pretty big. Do have these techs coming in finally. Probably could have switched the order of these around. Went with Iron Undermesh first. He doesn't have any archers on the field. But not a fight we really want to get involved in with just yet. With 2 spearmen and the scholars there. So we're gonna pull that back. We've cleaned up the spears in the back. Now we need those archers here for this fight. So he's garrisoned. Sanctity's in. Idle build. And we've got the 1-1-1 now. Really, I could go... Just Archer Ghazi would probably be ideal right now in these low numbers. Should be able to micro that pretty well. Scholars can make things a little tricky, but he realizes he's got some issues here with this engagement. Right. 3 archers so far. Alright, we've got some spearmen joining the mix as well. So really we should be focusing down spearmen first, then probably the scholars, and then the Ghazi. You can see this fight's kind of going our way. We've got destroyed value slightly in our favor. We're gonna have to back up here, rally some more units. Again, we've got efficient production. Does he have that in just yet? He does now, but he doesn't have any scholars garrisoned. So again, we should be pumping units quite a bit faster than him. He's got more food. Yeah, we should be really taking the unit lead here, floating a little bit of resources, unfortunately. And no scholar in my archery range just yet, but we do get him on the run. And this is looking really, really good for... I'm feeling really good about this at this point. So destroyed values in our favor. We're going to take out these scholars, it's looking like. I mean, that's a pretty huge hit to him, right? He still doesn't have any scholars garrison in his production, so we should be pumping here. Another thing I failed, my scout is just here under TC, and we haven't moved out to the sacred sites just yet. Alright, so we run into his mass. We're going to have to bail from that. All of our army's back here. He's got a lot of spears, right? Again, with this comp, in these low numbers, I think just a dual comp of Archer Ghazi would serve a lot better. Archer's just picking out all these spears. Scholars if he brings them again. Alright, destroyed value is still very much in our favor. He's coming right to our house. We need to run this all the way up to the TC. I don't need to take this fight out here. So that's a pretty big mistake by me again. And then Spearman on the Ghazis, Archer on the Spearman. And really, the Ghazis just need to get out of there. Yep, there we go. And this could be under my TC with Villagers Garrison and just completely clean this up. So this could have gone a lot better. Alright, so we're still on the sheep. Those are starting to run out. I've got my deer packs are kind of out front. I've got berries off to the side. And I think he's kind of in a, yeah, he could be garrison here and this would be over, right? Although, still pretty well in our favor as far as destroyed value. We're moving out to the sacred sites. Still no eyes on that third one. Scout is still under my TC. Now, fortunately for us, so he's cleaned up as well. So he's moving out to these berries. So kind of similar position as far as food. And we are now floating some gold that we don't need. How many scholars do we have? We have 4 right now. We could probably drop another one and throw these guys on gold to optimize this a little better. All right, now we're taking a fight on the sacred site. Here are the archers, a couple of spearmen. He's got archers in the mix now as well. This is just pretty poor by us trickling these in here. Ghazi really just needs to get out of there. You see floating resources again. We're getting cleaned up here. That's pretty bad. I was pretty delayed in creating that production, and then all these bills are idle right now as well. I'm also moving out onto food resources. We know where most of his are. I don't know where his vills are. I'm actually going to check these berries to the south first. This is a pretty good pickup by him. He's got the guys he's moving out just as I'm going to berries. So same idea. I caught this in real time. I thought he was going to run by, but he did see it and he's coming back. So far still okay shape. I'm now down a vill, a couple vills. Must idle my TC there a bit too. So we got to run from this. We're just going to run him back to our base, and then I'm going to peel the Ghazis off just like he was and go check his berries on the side as well. Unfortunately, he's on the other side. And, yeah. Got, not house, but I didn't have food for vills for a second. Now I do, and still not making them. So not a good sign. So a little better job here of putting vills in and just clearing up what I can. Right, so that's a pretty good pickup for me. We're going to send them back out to the berries. So plenty of scholars. All right, we've moved them off the gold now. Second blacksmith not working, unfortunately. I do have scholars garrison in all 3 production. He still just has archers. Again, keeping up with our production without even using efficient production. So definitely something I could have done a little better there. Good job on lumber camps. Me too. So he decaps and is recapturing that one for himself. Pretty cheeky there. Pro scouts from my deer. He also spots me out there. We're going to decap the central. And so with 4 vills killed, he's at a 6 vill lead, and I'm just rallying these vills to nothing. But again, some resources floating a little bit. All right, now we're going to queue up just Spearman Archer. Use the Ghazis we have. Like I said, I checked out over here. There were no vills on those berries. Those are the 3 Ghazis there. So he's gearing up for an engagement. See, again, slightly in our favor for destroyed value. But this doesn't help. Those guys came in from the deer on the left. Alright, so he wasn't on the berries on the left side. We're going to go check that think I saw these berries disappear. And as he's moving out, we're going to catch this, but we're just a little bit too late. You see, he's got the towers already coming up. Had we gone this way first, this exchange could have gone much, much differently. We're on the mill, so he captures us there. Even though we got numbers, we're a little split. And we get here just a tad late. But we're going to pick up some vills here. So what's 5 vills to none? You'll see this number tick up here quite a bit. But unfortunately, I'm also fighting under 2 fully garrisoned towers and his whole army. So we are going to get cleaned up. We're just going to take out as much as we can with us. Right, we are back on the food over here. Barry's on the back. He's taking most of those deer with him. Yeah, he's still snagging those with the Pro Scouts, so good on him. Now, military numbers are looking a little scary. Need to not throw these away into his base. Okay, yep, so we do catch that. Fortunately for us, he hasn't scouted this 3rd sacred site either. So at this point, I think we're both maybe thinking that the map spawn's kind of scuffed and there's only 2, or, you know, not exactly sure what we're missing. But again, just a matter of timing. He does catch me before I get my tower, right? So he's going to clean up all this, unfortunately. And then that vill lead that we had is going to disappear. And we're just running our units into what he's got coming in. Again, this can be, I can back this up all the way into my TC, because this army isn't super scary if we get them under there. However, I've got trouble with food right now. Where are we at? We're at 16 minutes, not making bills. I got a scout that's idle. And no food for bills either. Right, so not completely over at this point. He's floating quite a bit of gold himself too. He might be making a play for castle here. Right, we do still have the deer, which I'm okay with moving out to because we have our army here. Not exactly sure army numbers. I know we did just get cleared out, but again, we're short on food. We're going to start working into a just small farm transition. No food coming in at the moment. He's working on farms as well, and he's got a lot of deer under his TC. So good job by him. His TC is also idle, and he's got double production queued up now. So looks like maybe he's looking for Castle Age. All right, if we can get away with it, I'm going to try to wall up this side. I did pick up the sacred side on the left. He's got the one in the center now. But that military lead's starting to grow a little bit. He's got a couple units queued up, but like I said, looks like he's trying to make a move for castle. Probably want to queue up vills. Oh, got an engagement coming. Again, this is a fight that we don't necessarily need to take out here, right? Have to bail with these archers. Now, I did let these get caught out of position a little bit, so I do have to move out and try not to lose everything. At the same time, this is a good time to go ahead and try to pull this back under the TC. I mean, pull these vills back if we need to. Let's see. Yeah. This is where it really starts to go south. I don't have enough archers to really deal with this. And I need spearmen on the Gazis, archers on the spearmen. And he just pulls all his scholars, and that's just not going to go my way. I feel like I had him in a pretty good spot. Had I gone to the right food instead of the left initially, I think that's a totally different game. But all in all, take a look at the graph first. So look at vill counts. He picked up that vill on my gold early, which was pretty rough, and then he hit my food, my pocket ecos a couple times to snipe a couple vills. We did get a pretty good catch on the vills on the deer on the right side, but probably not worth it to lose my whole army there. Again, shows how much just small amounts of timing can make a big difference. which I'm finding out, especially as I climb the ladder. It's a lot harder to climb out of those holes against better opponents because he just turns around and swings that back in his favor. Military counts, just never really got the boost. I think if I had realized earlier that he didn't have or wasn't using that efficient production, that I could have parlayed my lead a little better there to clean up that army and take those sacred sites and just kind of spring myself hopefully to castle, and maybe that's a way different game, right? But like I said, all in all, my first match against a player of that caliber, I was pretty happy with it. Definitely some things to take away and learn from, but encouraging nonetheless. So there you have it. If you stuck around to the end, appreciate it. Feel free to drop a rating, leave a follow on the channel. I'll be uploading more gameplay, mostly if not all, with Delhi, as I finished last season at Conq 1 for the first time. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we can make a run for Conq 3 this season. Obviously some things to clean up, but I think we can get there. Well, anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.